Hi, it's me, Uri Nayum, and today we're going to work on game prep for a game jam. So I will, actually let me pull up the website. We're doing, all right, and, I want to say, is it this one? Yes, it is this one. All right, let me fix the sizing of this. Nope, I said let me fix it. All right. Keep going. Keep going. We're almost there. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty good. All right. So, I am going to be trying to do the Josei Jam. It starts in 26 days, 5 hours, 27 minutes, and 30 seconds. So, April 30th is when this starts, and it goes to July 1st, which means I will also be working on this over my birthday month. And it runs parallel with the Otome Jam, which is Otome are fun games too. So, what is a Josei? Josei's wonder if I can Josei manga. All right. Let's see. Josei mangas include like Nana, Honey and Clover, Bride of the Water God. Bunny Drop should not be there. Ugh. A Silent Voice. So Josei's let's see. All right. Well, we'll do it their description. Welcome to Josie Jam, a sister game to Otome Jam that focus on a wider range of games that are meant for women. Josei is a Japanese term used to describe media targeted at women. So, and that can also be okay, give me a minute. I have to free the cat. You do not get to come back in then. Yeah. Okay, go. Go. Well, I guess Igor is not a fan of Josei games. His loss. Josei Jam allows romance games like boy or girl love and non-romance games. And a lot of times it can also be horror games or there's a whole wide variety. But things, and it doesn't even have to be a main character as a girl for a Josei game. Let's see, like this one set in 1920s, Taisho era, Tokyo. The asthmatic actor Tori picks up pieces of his forgotten past as he gets accused of murder and sleeps deeper into a dark conspiracy. So, and then they give you a few other ones that you can look at. So, let's look at the what is accepted short version. 18 plus games, perfectly okay. Are we going to do that? No. No, we're not. Commercial and free games. Cool. I'm going to probably make mine a free game because I have. We'll talk about my issues on that later. Games with romance and games without romance. Awesome. Visual novels, RPGs, point and click games, and more. All right, so once I get better at doing Python, we will definitely be doing point and click and then maybe some side-scrolling games. But right now, we're going to do just visual novel because I'm not very good at coding yet. Games previously started on and new projects just for the jam. So this is the reason why, this right here is the reason why we are doing prep work for the game. Because I would like to actually, this is the 9th game I've tried to do and finish. And I have only ever finished one, and I was with somebody else, and I only did the backgrounds. So I would like to set myself up for success and put myself in a public place so you guys can all shame me if I don't. Please don't shame me too much. Let's see. What isn't accepted? Games that aren't targeted at female audiences. Okay. Games that are tagged as Josei. All right. Games that do not have screenshots on the page. Cool. We'll have to worry about making the page once we make the game. Games that are 95%. Okay, this is another big thing. Games that were 95% complete before the game jam started. So this is what we're going to do. Because I am the single person working on this. It's slightly bigger than it should be, but it's something that I've had written / figured out a while ago. We are going to write the entire story. We are going to plot out so plotting, story, yes. How the mechanics in the game go, yes. Let me think what else. Oh, we're going to do work in progress or like sketches or something like that. Hi, Hopsy! I know you can do this. Aw, thanks. So write the entire story. I know I already said that. We are going to do work in progress for all of the assets. What we're going to leave for the game jam, because it's going to be completely, even though it's a month, I work full time and I'm a spoonie and I want to get this done really, really, really bad, is during the game jam, I am going to ink, color, and do all the character sprites, the background, the UI, and I'm going to code the entire thing, because that is going to be the toughest part for me, is the coding. So I'm going to have maybe, hi Erie, I'm going to have maybe 50% done before the game starts. And that's why I was kind of happy that this says games that were 95% complete, because like game jams where they give you a certain amount of time and you have to do everything there is awesome. But also I feel like game jams like this are good for people who have previous work that they've had no motivation, and maybe something like this where they get to share their ideas and talk to people about it helps. So that's what we're doing. Any projects using AI tools? We do not use AI for anything. We try not to. If I accidentally use something AI in real life, I turn around and change it. We do not do that. We do all our own art. We're going to make it ugly, but we're going to make it real. Okay, and then this is the what is accepted expanded version. So let's see. Feel free to use the logo in your game to brand it as a product for the game jam. All right, might probably do that. Frequently asked questions. Let's see. Will it be ranked? No and no. I'm fine with that. Does it need to have romance or relationships? No. As mentioned, this is jam for anything female audience related. Just because something is for a female does not mean it needs to have romance. Dang it. Does the game have to be in English? No, we welcome support indie developers of any language. And then teammates, which I might use Hopsfee. I don't know how you feel, Hopsfee. Because we might use Hopsfee. And then communities and credit. So I am excited to try this. And I freaking love the artwork they did. It is freaking fantastic. Now let me take this over here so I can go. All right. So today we are going to be plotting and planning what we need to be done. Wait, what am I doing? I might have you help me with a few things in the game. Possibly, maybe. But if I do, it'll be very few. You get to do all the coding. No, I'm kidding. No, like if I need like cute little icons or something like that, I might uh ask for your help and or pay you and or okay. So the game jam does not start for another, what did I say? 26 days. So in that time period, I need to have finished up writing the script, and I need to have a work in progress ready to ink and color for all of the objects. So today we're going to, if I do the coding, I would break your computer. Probably. Let's not break my computer. Doot. All right, so first we're gonna kind of go over what the, okay, so the premise of the game is, I guess I should actually write it down or something. The prime emotion is feeling like a substitute and not in control of your own life. Technically, Lazy Sunday is not feeling like you're in control of your own life. And I will leave all the spoilers slash important parts of the story out when I'm on stream. But a lot of the smaller stuff, I really don't. It's fine. It'll be fine. So what happens, the premise of the game is you wake up, you decide which out of 2 to 3 people, because we're gonna EY's route, we are going to subtend for the time being until everything else is finished. His route gets to be done once everything's done. Oh, I guess I have 2 of the 3 characters already drawn. The 3rd character, I do not have her drawn yet. Though I do need to, oh gosh. Let's see, where would we have this? All right. There's one. That's not EY. He is too handsome to be EY. That's Andy. We do love Andy. I thought I did EY recently. I guess maybe I did. Let's go look. Oh. Not 2026. How are you guys doing this morning, by the way? How are you doing, Erie? Give me my EY. My pretty, pretty man. Okay, he's too pretty in that picture. When you see somebody, you're like, no, he's too pretty. Such a pretty man in that picture. That is a lie. That is a very lying picture. Maybe I'll start drawing actually people again. That's what I want to do. As I am actively trying to find this one picture. Good, I'm actually drawing for once. Yay! That's good to hear, Hopsy. Ooh, I should redo that picture. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Looking at old art while I'm trying to find, because it's been a while since I've properly have drawn him. Oh, gosh. That's cool. Thank you, Gast. I'm glad that they're doing good. No. Oh, come on. I know you exist. When you haven't drawn somebody in such a long time that you're like, where is lore accurate pictures, please? And thank you. All right. I will take one more moment to try to find this picture, and then we will... Because the last thing I painted of him looks really bad. Hopsy knows it's a picture I did with Hopsy. I'm going to be redoing the picture. It looks that bad. Nobody can see me. haltly shake my head in upsetness. There we go. I'll use this one. Okay. And this is EY. So we have the first two people are already kind of figured out. I should probably actually be writing this somewhere. We'll write this here. Yeah, that one. We love EY. So EY is the main character's cousin. And a lot of their root has to do with familiarity and having, especially your parents around you and like relatives, force you not only into being the parent, but also that everything's your fault and that they have all these hopes and dreams on you. So initially I was going to use the name Liberty, but I forgot that was for another character and had that mixed up. So I think we were going to go with, if I could find my list, because I had a list. So I'll have to change out names. Simone. We were going to do Simone. Where are you? Nope. So we need sprites. And my initial thought was, because I am trying to make it very more centered on how the main character feels, I'm actually not going to make a sprite for them. I was going back and forth on this, but I feel like as long as I do good by the backgrounds and then extra objects and whatnot, and the writing, we are not having sprites for the main character because you're talking to the world. It's you, and you also feel separated from the world. So we're gonna have Simone. These are the ones we're gonna, and then Andy. And so we have Andy, and he's a barista. Yes, that's one. All right. So wherever this is Liberty, it's supposed to be Simone. I'll have to go through when I'm actually writing and fix it. So we initially wake up and we get to choose who we're going to talk to. Is it going to be Simone or is it going to be Andy? And then this is so I know that each loop there is going to be a different thing that happens at the platform. This is something else that I am going to not worry about writing until I get the rest written. So basically, because scope creep can be real. Scope creep be real. So this part, we'll skip that part, and then this part are the more important parts. Because like I don't even need the changes to happen afterwards, after we have the thing. I'm more worried about how each character comes off. So, like, Simone, she's like a frenemy with the main character. She's jealous. She treats her as a scapegoat, but she also only uses her when she has nobody else who will talk to her. And Simone has no real friends, but the main character treats her as a real friend. At the end of that whole thing, before it gets turned to something else, until the end of the day, the main character pours their heart out, and Simone's like, oh, okay, whatever, that's fucking weird. I don't really care, kind of thing. And then at the end of the day, though I will have it end how I have it down here, the main character takes their life and then wakes up Sunday morning, same time. So another important thing of this game is I'm going to make sure that there's actually like a time date on that shows up in each section. That way we can see the importance. So UI. Oh, that's not what I need. So time and date is really important because it's gonna show. That's not date. Yo, I'm back. Yay! So time and date's gonna be really important because it's gonna show that the Sunday, the certain Sunday, keeps looping. For whatever reason, the main character stops herself from existing, but instead of stopping existing, it loops back to the morning when she woke up. And then you'll wake up and then you'll choose somebody else. Boop. Yeah, and then with Andy, he is going to... He's going to be projecting romance where there is no romance. He's going to talk over her, choose things for her. So I was thinking like a lot of different dialogues, like, you don't like that kind of drink. I'm going to get you the drink you actually like. And you're like, thanks. He doesn't even notice I'm not even drinking this. He just keeps talking about things. And then the really important thing at the end of that is, the main character, still don't have a name for her, keeps trying to talk. And he keeps shutting her down and talking over her. And like, hey, do you want to go on a date? We should totally go on a date. Like, I have Mondays off. Or I have Tuesdays off. Why don't we go on a date on Tuesday? And even though she keeps fighting this brick wall of a person and the narrative, because I might also show it that she's trying to say one thing, but it comes out differently. She's going to be like, oh, okay, sure, Tuesday. Let's go on a date on Tuesday. And then she stops existing that night. And the really important thing when I do write it is, let's see. So up here I have the 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many loops in the game, and then the person, and then visual narrative for when I'm writing stuff. So I wanted the ending part, her to be looking in the mirror. So we don't ever see the main character, except for at the end before she takes her own life. We see her in the mirror. And then I want different things to be happening in the mirror, whatnot. Like ticks on her arm, I think, is what I've decided. And then different things in the room slightly changing. But the time is going to be different each time. So like the first round, it'll be Sunday, 11:56. And then 11:57, then 11:58. And then on Monday, not around, on Monday, on the fourth visit, it's going to say 11:59, and then she jumps off a building, and then that's it. Next day is going to be the main character now has a sprite. The main character is a completely different person. I don't know if I'm ruining the story. I guess I should stop that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to figure out how many backgrounds and other things we need. So we're going to do main character sprites. Why do you keep going to that? All right. And then backgrounds. Hi, Dan. So we have, oh, and then CG. And then small bits of art. So I guess first we'll do down all the assets that I want. And then after that, I will, I guess, either highlight or star ones that will come first and things we will work on first. That way we can get the more important things done and then have the other ones. I'm doing good today, Dan. Everybody else seems like they're doing good unless they're lying to me. So yeah. So let's see. We have our apartment or room. We're going to have the street. Cafe. Cafe does not have two E's. Cafe. We're going to have a park. We are going to have Not sure. Okay. Andy, we talk at the cafe. Simone, we're gonna maybe a shop, maybe a cat somewhere else. I'm not completely sure. I haven't figured out what I want to do with her. Because I was thinking like a clothing store, but then I'd have to draw a clothing store. Maybe just a regular store would work. Store. City skyline. And then, subway station. I think that's important. Yeah. CG's in mirror, and then we might have other ones. And then small objects. I think instead of starring, I'll just put minus signs by the ones that aren't as important right away. And then what kind of UI do I want? Time and date. Let me... Like, I know what UI is, but I also don't know UI is because my brain just goes meh. Let's see. Oh, I definitely will need text box. And oh my gosh, what is that called? Start screen. Scream. Start stream. Oh my gosh. Start screen. Okay. What else? I think that's all I really need. I guess I'll need to figure out how I want everything to look, but it's part of the fun. Oh, how long am I? Let's see. It is almost 11 here, and probably another 30 minutes. Maybe I'll stream a little bit later, though, honestly. I have been conscripted to drive a spotted lion to a birthday party, so I am soft and malleable when asked to do things by children. So, because in about 30 minutes I'll have to get ready and then take them. And then I'll probably come back and stream more of this. Because a lot of this right now is figuring out what I'm gonna do and then getting myself a actual... I might in real time work on an actual project, not project sheet, timeline. Actually, let me see if I can figure out. What is it? It is April. April. All right. All right. Actually, yeah, I think that's what we will do. Cool. Grabcalendar.com. Thank you very much. Not sponsored. We are just gonna quickly make a sheet on what we're doing because we have 26 more days. So the game jam. You know what? Let's make this. It's probably not as big as I need it. Meh, it's not bad. Okay. So it's the 30th. April 30th. Okay. Oop. At 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Jam start. All right, I guess we'll put that on that layer because... And that way I can figure out when I'm going to do everything. And I'll just try to abide by the calendar because... Yeah. Let's see. And what we're going to be working on is writing. Only work in progress, so goals for this time. Goals from here on. So this is when we start. Goals. We need work in progress, or I guess sketch. Finished of all the assets. And then script written. Okay, so I know that looks like a lot of time, but I'm going to highlight ones in yellow to show when I work. Okay. I'll get a new layer so I can just do other things. So I work. So I can do like some small things during the week when I work. Most of the stuff is going to have to be during the weekend when I'm off. All right. Cool. And I work this day too. Hee. All right. So, and all right. Let us then. All right, so today's planning. And tomorrow after Solo Sunday, I will write. Now I need to write. Ooh. I'm gonna say, I mean, that's not a lot of words. Give me a minute. I can figure this out. I think I'm gonna do 5K. How many? Convert words to time. Word count. Okay, so what if we're doing... So we're gonna write about 5,000 words. I can write about 5,000 words in like 5 days. I can do 1,000 words easily in 5 days. So I'm gonna try to write 1,000 words each day that I initially write. So I'm giving myself basically this whole last week to do a lot of finishing up work. So write 1,000. I'm gonna write 1,000 on Tuesday because I get off at a decent time and I can work on stuff after 3. I mean, I'm off 3. It's just Friday I can't do anything. I don't know why you can just copy and paste it. Copy. Okay, let's just do that real quick. Yay, watch me schedule work. And how to juggle my job and streaming and trying to make a video game. Nope, homie, that's not it. Because, yeah, I think, or maybe like this to this day we'll use as getting the last bit of stuff done. I don't know. Let me do my initial plotting and planning and we'll go from there. Especially since I only have to sketch and get the sketches to be able to become assets. Not assets. This is really interesting. I have trouble with scheduling, so this is a good idea to see. Okay, I'm glad I'm helping. Oh, that's wrong. I have gotten a lot better with this, especially when I was trying to do another game jam with somebody and trying to correlate what they were doing with what I was doing. And then having to do on days, off days, especially since I get exhausted really easily. But I also put in wiggle room, so if you do have an off day, you don't feel guilty about it. Because that's the big thing, is not feeling guilty that you had an off day. All right. And then altogether, Fridays are a no-go. And then I might choose another day just to be. All right. So initially, our goal is to have the 5,000 words written. Let's see. Copy. Fee. Let's see. It seems by. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by this day, we want to have our draft done. I'm good at planning and scheduling, but I am lazy, so I usually fail to write it down and then I forget. I will ask, though, from crewmates who would like to read my when it's finished, or yeah, because I'm gonna so draft done. So on the 12th, the draft should be finished. I feel that one, like trying to be kind of being lazy about it. There's people in my spaceship. No, there's not. So that's my goal. The 12th, the draft should be done. Oh, I need to put done. Right. I'm gonna make this color for script. I realize I'm not color coding anything, which is not good. And then assets. That way I can tell by looking at it. Now, here comes, of course, I'd love to read it. Awesome. I am gonna overlayer doing, I think on the last week, I will focus on backgrounds, because backgrounds are not my forte yet. Nope. Nope. You keep moving. Keep moving. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 backgrounds that we want. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 assets. The assets, honestly, should take me a day each on a full day of work. Or a full day off of work. So what I think I'm going to do is... So, asset 1, asset 2, that's not good. So we'll work on Simone the first day. And that'd be the second day. Okay. And then on Thursday, we can do 100 writing. And then let us do. We might have to move things after a bit. Oh my gosh, brain. AA. AA. Just AA. He'll be that day. And then main character. But we're going to choose this as 1 because I am also streaming. So that's the other thing is I got to remember I'm also streaming. What days am I streaming? Okay. Because I do want to try to do 3 days of streaming. But I can also on Saturday stream. Yes, on Saturdays I can also stream when I am at least working on the artwork and some of the writing. I don't know how interesting watching writing would be. Okay. But we'll do that. AMC 2, then 1. Yeah, that way EY is the last that I do because 1. I used the wrong letters. Ooh. Speaking of, a friend of mine showed me a writing contest thing that I am thinking of trying. It gives you writing prompts every week and award prize money. That sounds fun. You'll definitely have to post it to Discord and then also show us what you're doing if you want. I don't want to push anybody. All right, so I should be able to do just, remember, this is just the sketch. This is just the base bones. All right, and then draft. And then I think I'm going to sit on the draft for a few days because I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's best that I write a whole bunch and then I stay away from it. And then rewrite, or edit. It's going to be edit. Then we're going to edit and then edit. I'll give myself 2 days to edit because I can edit more later on, but everything has to be done by the start of the game jam. Okay. And then we're going to do backgrounds. So we're going to start on backgrounds here. And then we're going to let the backgrounds go all the way to here. And then part of the day, that'll be backgrounds. And then any finishing up, because I might want to do some small little artwork. Because I was thinking of one of the scenes that I was thinking of is they're talking about how, oh, they think they see somebody looking at them in the crowd. And I just want like a small picture of a bunch of faceless people coming up and one of them having eyes gleaming towards them as just like a pop-up thing. But that'll be... Oh, should I link it to you or to everyone in your Discord? Oh yeah, just put it in the Discord. Put it in the group Discord. That way, if anybody else would like to do it, or yeah, or if there's any way we can support you, go for it. Because creativity is awesome. So yeah, so Saturday, so half a Saturday, and then all of this is just going to be finishing up stuff. Okay, I have a very packed... Okay, and now we're going to color with pink days we stream. Yep. With a pastel brush. Let's see. My goal is... I forgot. I think... Okay, so Saturdays... Yeah, I would like to check it out too. Awesome. Yep, so go for it. So we stream Saturdays. We stream Sundays. We stream later on Wednesdays. Okay, this ain't that bad. I won't be making the videos for games that I've been working on, but that's fine. I might try to make a video about trying to do a game jam and like my entire process, which means I also have to write a script for that. Me staring at this, where am I going to write a script for that? Ah. So, and this is on top of having to take spotted lions places because they're very, very mobile creatures. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to save this too. Let's see. File, save as, game jam plan. We have our plan. And then I guess on the start of game jam day is a Thursday, but it's not until 4 o'clock. I have that day off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a plan on how to make the game, how to finish the game jam in May. So that is that goal. Right here. All right, so we save this. Cool, and then I will put this in accountability. I'm actually really excited because I'm like, okay, today I'll plan, and depending on what happens after stream, I might end up working on some things, and I might stream more later. Though if I stream more later, I might just play a game. We will see. I'm trying to get better at streaming. I need to start writing scripts. I need to start playing smaller indie games and recording myself doing that. Those goals are for later. This was one of my big goals, right? When I made the accountability page. Let me go double check. Because I try to check it very often, so I'm like, am I doing what I need to do? Am I being accountable? Let's see. Accountability. Visual novel debut. Okay. Game jam visual novel. Yep. I said that's the thing that I'm going to be doing the most. So, yep. We are working on what we want to do. Sweet. Open communication. Awesome. Thank you. I see it in the Discord, Dan. You are awesome. Where are we at? So, yeah. Yay! I feel good about this. Oh, mind you, I go to work at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm 6:30 to 3. So, yay! And then of course I can do anything any other time. I just need to buckle down and get things done. Woot. All right, I think we've covered everything I'd like to cover today. If I do stream more, it will be about 8 o'clock tonight, just so y'all know. And I think I will play a video game. I'm not sure which one. I'll probably, actually, what do I have in my stream account? My Steam. I might play a dumb Deck of Haunts game. Dumb. I like it. It's just it's a deck building game where you basically run a haunted mansion. It's pretty fun. Okay, cool. So I think we got most of this done. I'm gonna save this as this is gonna go to here. My Lazy Sunday. And this is also gonna go to Lazy Sunday. I have a thing for it so I can figure out what, because at least I know already what 2 of the characters look like. And I know what the 3rd character looks like. I know what the main character looks like as well. Let me save these also to there. Boop. And boop. And cool. And then let's save this. Save. So 8 p.m. for you is 10. Yes. So right now you're yes is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm guessing you're Eastern Standard Time. I could do 5 o'clock. 5 would be 6, 7. It would be 7 Eastern Standard Time. We could do that. Since well, it's my Saturday, so my day off, so I might go out and have fun. Question mark. Not completely sure. I might leave the house and socialize. So I'm kind of going back and forth on that. Good old mountain time. Yes. I think there's 3 of us here that are all mountain time. Or I guess 4 of us. All mountain time. I'm just jamming to the music. Doesn't matter. I'm mostly free today. I'm actually thinking I might stream today myself, but I would like to, okay. Then let's do 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So then if I get a wild up my hair, oh my gosh. None of those words are right. My brain is like giving me an entire column of words and it's like, choose a word. Bamboozle is not the word I want. How about this one? That's stream. So, if I do end up playing the game, it will be at 5 p.m. How about that? Dan stream. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that too, so we can see what Dan is doing. All right. Well, we've been here almost an hour and I have to go be a parent for a little bit. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to my stream. I really appreciate it and cheering me on for making this because I really want to do stuff. I just work full time and have no personal time. Yep. If you want to do that, Dan, you are allowed to. Go for it. So, I need to make a better showing the hall exposed. I do like this picture though. Yay! You can totally do that. Alright. Oh gosh, I have to put on something other than pajamas. Thank you. I'm glad it was informative, Erie. Bye to Gast, who is hiding like a ghast. Gas. Hi. Bye, Dan. Bye, Hot Sweet. I really, guys, appreciate you. Bye, any other Space Grubs who are just watching. I appreciate all the lurkers and any other crewmates that see this in the past, present, or future. It's me, Uri Nayum. I'll see you on the other side.